There are some disturbing new findings out by a report from the American Life League. So-called pro-life states are still bringing in lots of revenue for Planned Parenthood. The report shows that 11 Planned Parenthood affiliates in pro-life states average $41.2 million in annual income. 41 affiliates in pro-life states average $43.3 million, virtually the same. What's more, in Texas, there are 29 Planned Parenthood facilities, more than any other pro-abortion state except California, New York, and Washington. And joining us now to talk more about this report is Katie Brown-Xavius, National Director of American Life League. And Katie, thank you so much for joining us. First off, what inspired this report?
Well, thank you so much for having me on, Eric. And yeah, so this report was really inspired just by kind of the data that we see every day at American Life League. We look a lot at Planned Parenthood and we really track exactly what they're doing and what they have going on. And with the news earlier in the year that abortions were on the rise for the first time in years, we really wanted to take a look and see exactly where that money is coming from and exactly where it's coming from in the states. I feel like we hear a lot about what's going on federally with Planned Parenthood, but we wanted to look closely at the states. And unfortunately, what we found is they're doing much better in pro-life states than I think a lot of us really realized.
Really? Is that the most concerning issue with the report?
It is. So their average income in pro-life states is almost equal to the income that they bring in what would be a pro-abortion state. And so I think the thing that really stands out to us in this report is that pro-life laws or laws that would be considered pro-life because they maybe block abortions later on, or maybe they only hold exceptions or something like that. Those laws don't seem to be working quite as well, unfortunately, as pro-lifers would hope that they would be. So really the big thing that's coming away from this report is Planned Parenthood is not as hurting as bad as they say that they are, but also that our lawmakers really need to take into consideration laws that work to protect all human life and not just some of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was leading on to my next question of what do you think that these findings tell us about government protection for the unborn? I mean, laws need to change out there, do they not?
Absolutely. And unfortunately, we've seen such a trend for so many years where laws just kind of do the bare minimum. And a lot of politicians say that, it's the best they can do, or they really can't get anything else on the books. But I think we've seen enough time has gone on that not really much has changed. So we're really hoping that our laws start to advocate for all human life and not just some of it. So that would be wiping out any exceptions for abortion, and especially exceptions that hold allowing the abortion pill to be sent through mail, which has really become such a crisis in our country. So laws that look to weed out those exceptions and then the allowance for the abortion pill would really be something that I think would affect a lot of great change in our country.
Yeah, we've seen some major companies like Costco recently announce that they are no longer selling the abortion drug mifepristone at pharmacies. But I tell you what, they're now going through the mail, like you were saying, online, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. And that really is where the majority of the abortions are happening these days.
Well, Katie Brown-Xavius, National Director of the American Life League, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on, Eric.
And by the way, if you'd like to read the full report for yourself, just go to the American Life League website, that's ALL.org, and click on News Releases.